Hello and welcome to the Circle of Love and Light. I'm Dr. Jane Mountrose, your host, and I'm here today with my wonderful friend, co-host, and spiritual teacher and coach, Phoenix Rising. We're both delighted to have you here, and we want you to know that everybody is welcome to the Circle. It's whether you're joining us live or joining in anytime during the week, we would appreciate hearing from you and want you to know that you do make a difference. Each of us who focuses on creating a more loving world makes a difference to all. And we can also focus on healing and growing ourselves, which is a wonderful part of it. So as we begin, I would like, as I am usually doing right now, to invite in the beings of light who surround us in the higher dimensions and create a sacred space for the gathering.
Yes.
So I want to start by calling on the archangels from the four directions. And first we'll call on the air element and Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of the East, who is an angelic healer. And as Raphael enters into our space with his energy, you might feel a beautiful, radiantly sparkling emerald green light. It's a very healing light. Next, we'll call on the fire element and the Archangel of the South, Michael, who's a warrior and protection angel. And you might, with him, sense a vibrant electric blue energy. And you can invite these energies into your field if you desire to. To the west, we invoke the water element and Archangel Gabriel, the messenger angel, who you might sense as a diamond white light, divine love, wisdom, and guidance. And to the north, we call on Archangel Uriel with the element of earth and a ruby red light. From here, we reach to the archangels who hold us in perfect balance between heaven and earth, and with above us invoking the presence of Archangel Metatron, who I think Phoenix and I both view as really the angelic host of our gathering here.
Yes.
And you might sense a beautiful golden white light flowing down from our source above us to fill our space. We also want to invite Archangel Sandalphon, who brings up the crystalline energies of the earth. So you might feel those coming up from below and also filling our space with Metatron and Sandalphon, creating really what I sense as a perfect balance between heaven and earth.
Yes.
So we're in this beautiful, it's more than a circle. I view it more as like this spear of loving light that surrounds us and holds us in a sacred space.
Yes.
Did you want to add anything to that, Phoenix, to the invocation of the beings?
I think that is absolutely beautiful. And as I was telling you this a few days ago, how supported I feel when you call on all of the angels, north, south, east, west. So you feel just all around, just
right.
beautiful.
You can feel that. Yeah,
yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah, thank you. So today we're going to discuss life as a miraculous journey and how we can make every day our best day ever. It's just often the little things that we do starting the day and then throughout the day that create our lives.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not about we spend our time together, which is a wonderful foundation actually for the week. That's our intention. And then it's, to me, the whole day is an opportunity to connect with the divine and the miraculous possibilities that surround us. So we're going to give you some of our best tips for doing so. And I first would like to hear from Phoenix what that means to you, looking at the special things that you do to make your days miraculous and to create always the intention of having your best day right now.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, the way that I start my day is the way that I end my day. That's how I like to get it started, by ensuring that when I go to sleep, that I acknowledge, and I'm so grateful and so thankful to the angels, to the guides, to the ancestors, to all the beings who I would have encountered for the day. And then that takes me through the night to then when I get up, so that when I get up in the morning, it feels like I was just submerged in that gratitude and submerged in that the energy that I called in the night. And so when I get up in the morning, I continue with my gratitude. That's one of the first things that I start up. As soon as I open my eyes, I say, thank you. I'm so grateful and thankful. And then I'll say the adventure continues, because I see every day as this beautiful adventure that we get to live and to be a part of. So that's the way that I start my day, is how I end it, on a high note. And so then transitioning into the next morning when I open my eyes, just continuing in that field of gratitude and appreciation and excitement for the new day.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah. And I think something that I've been doing recently too, when I wake up in the morning, is invite the wake up angels to send down and I'll be talking about this a little later too, about inviting energy to come down from above. So I invite the wake up angels to send down the perfect energy. And I usually just then feel this joy and bliss and as I get up and start my day, which is really wonderful. And it is also, I think, getting into that place of connectedness. Rather than, oh, well, I'm up and now I have to do this and this and this, place of momentum, which really takes you away from the blessings that are there for you. When we have that opportunity to connect with the divine, and I know a lot of people are busy, it doesn't have to take that much time either.
Yeah.
Because you're getting up anyhow, why not make it something that's enjoyable?
Exactly. And getting up in that, I love that, because I remember you shared that you you asked the wake up angels to send down the best energy for you. And I don't know, for some of our viewers who are listening, if we have really delved into the magic, and I like to think of it as the magic, that we have access to these resources with these beings of light who are there ready to help us and ready to support us with just about everything. Right. So Jay talked about the wake up angels. There's the wake up angel. They're the angels who can ensure that we have solid, really restorative rest. They are the angels who can, if we want some fun, the angels of fun, give a little fun and excitement for a morning that we get up so joyful, so that we have all of these resources. So I absolutely love that.
Right. And if your focus is not necessarily on angels, you can connect with the oneness of all and the source above you, which I always envision as a bright light above me, and just ask that light to send down, whatever it is. And you can ask for whatever you want. Yes. Send down some feeling of miracles, send down peace, send down, relaxation, send down energy to bring me more into the moment when we feel ourselves just kind of struggling to stay present.
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful to start the day that way. And of course, then to continue. And I know you have morning practices too. Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Yes, my morning practice sometimes takes a while.
and just again, it doesn't have to, just you can adjust it according to your time.
Definitely.
Always, right.
I was just about to mention that, because within the past 2 weeks, my days have been a little bit more full, and I've been feeling to rest more, like I need more sleep than usual. So I'm just honoring my body, so that I have an abbreviated version of my of my morning ritual, and then I have the extended version that sometimes can go on for about an hour and a half. But of course, it's whatever feels good for you. 5 minutes is good, 10 minutes is good, but the main thing is that you take that time to go within, take that time for you, take that time every morning to just be present. And it could include so many things. I always would recommend experimenting. Yes, you can use a template of meditation or visualization and all these different things, but experiment first so you develop your own practice that is personalized to you. So my morning routine, as I mentioned before, that's the first thing that I do. I'm so grateful and thankful to, and I try to name as many things as possible that I can be grateful and thankful for, because for me, when I am feeling grateful, I feel good.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
It vibrates right up there with love. And really what we're talking about is all about vibration. That's what we're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. And so when I'm able to point out the things, and sometimes I'll say, I'm so grateful and thankful for the bed that I'm sleeping on, or the lovely feel of the sheets, or I'm so grateful and thankful that I have that light that I can just turn on there. You know, it's sometimes we might think that we have to see all of the grand things.
Yeah, something huge.
Oh, it's something as simple as your bed, or you have a shower. Like sometimes I do that deliberately, or I go outside. I'm like, I'm so grateful and thankful for the sun. I'm so grateful and thankful for the birds, because when we're able to focus on even the small things, it makes it easier for us to focus on the big things. So gratitude is a big part of my morning routine. Mm-hmm. And I try to build that and build that and build that as much as possible. And so
as a note, you know, for people, if you know, for people who have a job maybe and you have to drive to work, you can be focusing on gratitude while you're driving to work too. Yes. So again, these things, they occupy our consciousness, but they don't necessarily take more time either, all of them. So that, I think it's just really important to be creative, because we are creators. Yes. And be creative about what we do to lift our spirits, really to be what we really want to be, and to create what we want in our lives.
Exactly. And yes, sometimes we feel, and like what you mentioned there is, Jane, sometimes we feel confined to the time, because we have very active, busy lives. And we also want to ensure that we are keeping our vibration high. And to me, that's what our morning routine does. It sets us off with a high vibration that we can then continue taking into the day. So that for me, what I think of when I think of my morning routine, it's non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable time.
Right, me too.
Everyone knows it's like, this is my time. And I'm not going to answer the phone, and I'm going to carve this time out, because I have tested it. I've tested it, seeing that when I don't spend this time doing the things that I love and doing, you know, keeping my vibration high, it affects my day, or it affects my life. And so this is almost like, do I brush my teeth? Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's like brushing your teeth. That's how important it has become for me. But that came over time. So with the gratitude, once I start feeling that gratitude, and as I said, I'll always say, oh my gosh, the adventure continues. Again, it amplifies. When you think of life as an adventure, it's like, oh my gosh, we're getting to do this thing. And again, I start to feel the excitement building. It's like, what is going to happen today? It's going to happen today because it's an adventure. And do you want me to go into more? You want to share, Jane, some of yours, and then I can share a little bit more, because I have
I could share a little bit. I did want to say, as part of what we've planned for today, each time in the circle, we have a meditation time, and then we send out love and light to the world and to our upcoming week, which is really important. And today we're going to share, each of us are going to share one of our favorite, really super simple, fast, quick and easy meditations that you can do could be like a 1 minute meditation, could be a 5 minute meditation. You can adjust it to really your schedule. And I actually do a fairly brief meditation. The meditation part of my morning is fairly brief. And then I can show you, I have a thing here. Every day I set my intention, and I write a list usually of up to three things, not many things, but just a few things that I want to have accomplished. And then I write down my focus. So it's not just about like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to actually, like today, my focus was on manifesting miracles along with while I was doing whatever I was doing. So yeah, and I find that very helpful too. And then I have my list. I keep it with me on my desk all day. And I also check off when I finish things. I try to make the list easy enough that I can finish it and have a successful day. That's I think one of my tips for having a great day every day is to make it easy on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we really are creators of our lives. And that means that you could some people say you could look at life as a game, or just however you look at it, just look at it as an opportunity to explore what might be possible, regardless of what else seems to be happening, because we also get, swallowed into all of the things that are outside of us that really we can't do anything about anyhow. Might as well just have a miraculous day.
Precisely.
And I know you have a practice too, in addition to meditation.
Yes. In addition to meditation, I do visualizations, lots of them. And also movement of my body is a part of my ritual as well, because when we're lying for so many hours during the night, and to me, and this is something that, over time I unfolded, when I get up and I move my body and I'm present in my body while I'm moving it, it can also be a meditation. It's bringing focus to the body. And I also use the opportunity to be grateful for my body parts. I'm like, I'm so grateful for my elbows. I'm grateful for my knees because I'm feeling them. I'm grateful for my back. Even the body movements or the breathing while I'm stretching, I'm not exercising, but stretching my body, it also becomes a part of my morning routine. Waking up my body.
Yeah, I just want to welcome Kelly, who joined us. She was with us last week.
Kelly.
And, one of
she said friends. It took her a minute.
What's that?
She said it took her a minute to find us.
Right. Yeah, but she found us. Anyhow, the time is going so quickly. I think both of us use oracles too.
Yes.
And
yes.
I just want to mention one briefly. Oops. So I stand on myself. I use this Angel Wisdom Oracle because I'm learning about the archangels, and this one, it's a tarot deck that refers to an archangel, so you can invite an angel to kind of be your guide for the day and learn a little more about them, and also get a focus from that perspective. So I find that to be really helpful. Do you have an oracle you want to recommend?
Yes, so this is one that I was telling Jane that I was so excited to order. I actually receive a card every day from the author and the creator, Kyle Gray, and the name of it is Angel Prayers. It is such a beautiful deck. So I don't have the deck as yet. I ordered it, but I don't have the deck as yet. But it's just so beautiful because on each of the cards, there is, well, of course, an angel or guide, and then there is a message each one will bring. And it's always and I just love Oracle and Tarot wisdom for that, because it just seems so apt for whatever it is that you might be going through. So it gives you a focus. That's why I love to use them. It gives me a focus for my day, for my week, for whatever it is that I might be doing. It's just a really lovely focus. So highly recommended. Angel Prayers by Kyle Gray. Really lovely oracle.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see Gerald Ann is here. Hi, Gerald Ann. Our good friend. One more thing I want to say about oracles, if you have used them in the past and get kind of overwhelmed by the messages, the way that I look at the messages is I'm looking for something that clicks, like, oh, this makes sense. And there may be 10 things that make no sense at all. Kind of like, well, and if you're having a bad day, and here I am, it's like, I'm feeling pretty good until I was, at least until I read this. And just look for that thing that clicks, like, oh, this is the message for me. Do you do that, Phoenix?
I definitely, what I do is that I feel into it. So that generally my perspective, I try my best to have a perspective that everything is for my highest and my best good. So that coming from that perspective, no matter what the card might say, I try to feel into it. What is this really trying to point me to? I know it's for my highest and my best good. So what is it? So that's how I would generally look at it, even though sometimes it might be like, you have to deal with it, but highest and my best good, which therefore means that I can see or try to see what is in it to help and support me. Yeah, so.
Right. Yeah, thank you. And I think it, as mentioned earlier, it's not just about having morning meditation time or like watching us today and being engaged in that way. Of course, what we want today is for us to be vibrating in a loving place where together we create a big ball of love that can influence the world. Yes. It's also about how we go through our days. And I wanted to mention a few things that have really helped me to have the right attitude, I guess you'd say, with so many controversial things, you might say, going on in the world, and tragic things, and just many, many different kinds of things. It can be easy to become distracted from the things that really matter to us. Yeah. And a few of the things I do is for one thing is let go of the small stuff. I think that's a book even, but it's a really good point. Some little irritation might happen. Don't let it destroy your day. Go back to gratitude and love. Another one is let go of the things that you can't change, that aren't part of what your mission is or what you're wanting to accomplish that day, because that can be very distracting too. And then avoid resisting what's happening. If something like if for instance, for us, if the gardener came and started mowing the lawn right now, I don't want to allow that to spoil my time here. Yes. So I don't want to resist it and say, oh no, that's terrible, this happened. Well, it's just happening. Whatever is happening is just happening. And I think
can I say something in that, Jane? Yes, that is actually one of my practices right now. Acceptance is the key to freedom.
Right.
And Eckhart Tolle says one of the ways to practice that is whatever arises in the moment, this moment is exactly as it is meant to be. Right. And use that as a mantra. This moment is exactly as it is meant to be. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to make adjustments or change something, but it's coming from no resistance. Because when we are resisting, when we're in resistance mode, we are, we're not using our judgment effectively. We can't think straight, we can't function because we're just vibrating in that, probably we're angry or frustrated, and that in itself doesn't feel good. But when we don't make something wrong. So for instance, with the gardener, and the gardener, he is doing his thing.
Right, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Might be inconvenient, but.
Exactly. He probably doesn't know your schedule, but he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And, but then we're like, how inconvenient is that? Okay, yeah, it might be convenient because the viewers might be hearing that. But if we try to not make it wrong,
right,
then it frees us from the constricted way that we sometimes feel like, why is this happening? And so this moment is exactly as it's meant to be. And it's really helping me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's a beautiful thing to say. Yeah. I'm going to write that down. I think what you're saying and I'm saying, I think the point is we want to lighten up our perspective on reality. And it's not that we don't acknowledge whatever these things are, but we want to stay focused on what's meaningful to us. And really one of the best things we can do is vibrate at a high place, because then we become a source of light for the world. And for our neighborhoods, I think, well, I'm here, I'm a source of light for my neighborhood if I'm vibrating love. And ultimately, if we believe that love is the solution, and I just think it's so clear, then it makes sense to be in a place of love and light. Yeah. And just like you said, just being able to be in the moment without any complications to it. Yeah. To be able to breathe and be in our bodies, and that's empowering too.
Definitely.
I want to mention, Geraldine mentioned, with just going back to the cards again, which I thought was a wonderful point too. Even the artwork on the cards for oracles can give you extra insights too. Yeah, and I think that's a beautiful point. In fact, yes, anything that's beautiful is good to have, or little reminders. Like here's a little card that I have in my office here, and so many little reminders of yes, what I want to be vibrating. I often show my selenite yes, heart, which I love.
And I have this mariposa that I use. One of my friends, she crocheted this, and it's all the colors that I'm working with. So, we can all have these little reminders, because our minds then, would trigger, okay, all right, whatever it might mean to you. For me, these are my happy places, these colors. Right. My happy place. So whenever I look at it, it's like, okay, yeah, back to me.
Right. Things that light you up. Things yes, that, ultimately also we're looking to feel alive. What can make me feel alive today?
Yes, I love that question.
Yeah, because we want to be vibrating, and also if we want to manifest, if we want to realize our dreams, then we want to be vibrating from a pretty lively place.
And I just want to also say on that note that when we are vibrating at those higher levels of frequency, and it takes practice, that's the truth.
Of course, right.
It doesn't happen like that. Okay, so I'm going to probably implement some of these things that Jane and Phoenix said, and it takes practice. It's a practice, but the more intentional we are, what happens is that our minds and our bodies then get used to that energy and that vibration. And so therefore we get to be in that state more often. Of course, we will slip into lower levels of vibration. However, because we're practicing it over and over again, we are then able to lift ourselves up, which we are going to share some of the ways that you can lift yourself out of those low-level vibrations. And when we're vibrating at the frequency of love and gratitude and appreciation and all these frequencies, we are able to live better. As Jane was saying, we are truly
be alive.
Experience the world as a magical place that it is. We feel better in our bodies, our cells operate better, we are healthier, we live longer, we're able to serve the world better. So that this is a recipe for us to be better all around.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And then there are the things we tell ourselves, like you were saying about the moment, like this moment is perfect. Whatever is happening in this moment, it's the perfect moment for now. And one of my favorite ones that I like to tell myself is something wonderful is happening today, and I'm going to find out what it is.
Absolutely love that.
And another one is I'm in the flow with joy and ease. Because if we're creators, we can create, we can make it hard, we can make it easy. I prefer to be in the flow with joy and ease. And I tell myself that. Do you have any favorites like that?
Every day, in every way, life keeps getting better and better. That's one of my my mantras. We have these small tiles throughout the apartment with all of these different things. I live in love and abundance. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And so we have them in these very strategic points so that when wherever our eyes might go, we see something so that it then triggers the brain to just remember, you know, and it's just a lovely feeling. Oh yeah, I'll just read that. I'm standing by the kitchen sink and there is one just over the kitchen there, and I read it. I'm like, oh great. So I'm washing the dishes, but I'm also vibrating at a higher frequency. So some of those are
yeah, thank you. And then there are the times, so something might happen, we might wake up and realize, well, gee, I've been in a momentum for a few hours and kind of grousing, you know, in the back of my mind about something, and you want to return. And that's part of the purpose of what we're sharing next, is these 1-minute meditations that you can do. And as I mentioned, we're going to make it a little longer here, because you can make it longer, but you can make it shorter too. You can have a 1-minute meditation. And the first thing when you find yourself in one of those places is to stop and realize is it's like, oh, this is happening. And now I'm coming back into my body. I'm going to start breathing. And here are some things. So do you want to share yours, Phoenix?
Sure. So this is an abbreviated version of 7 minutes.
Well, you can have 7 minutes. Or, you know, as many as you want, whatever. Okay.
It's going to be a little shorter. Okay. And it's one that I do every day. I learned it from Christy Marie Sheldon, actually. She's an abundance coach. And what I so love about it is because we get to connect to the energies above, the energies below, and the energies all around us so that we're connected. And then when we're in that space of connectedness, we experience the love of everything. It feels like you are being completely, like you're being submerged into this love bubble. And so, and then you're then able to send that love out into the world. So when you receive above and below, bring the energies from above and then bring it up from below, and then at your heart, and then send it out. Just imagine, and I'll take you through it. And then there are some affirmations that we will say in the form of questions. So they're lofty questions that you can then feed to your mind. And I absolutely love using lofty questions because the mind loves to answer questions. But we often ask the mind disempowering questions. You will ask the mind, why things never work out for me? Why is life so hard? And guess what? Your mind is going to find the answer for that.
Right, yeah. Where are the miracles?
Your mind is going to find the answer for that. So we want to give our minds questions that it's going to return the answers to us that we actually want. So some of the questions that we ask, how is it that I am light and love? Isn't that amazing? How is it that I am divine love? How is it that living in light and love is getting easier and easier every day? And so that's the type of questions that those are the types of questions that we want to ask. And from this expanded state, because our minds are open, and we're vibrating in that frequency, it becomes easier for our mind to start looking for it. And we're then vibrating at that frequency, which then means that the universe is picking up on that to match us with the situations that we are intending. So, okay. So you can just get relaxed and take a couple nice deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And with each inhale, allow your attention to go within now. Just feeling into how easy it is to breathe. That there is nothing that we have to do to breathe, to experience this nourishing, this loving breath that supports us. And as we take that next inhalation, take your attention now just about 300 feet above your head. Using your imagination, take your attention about 300 feet above your head, where you can sense, see, or feel the light. We're connecting to that light of love. We're connecting to that light that is the divine. We're connecting to that light that nourishes us. And that light might appear in a color for you, or you might just sense it. There might just be a knowingness of that light. And then using your imagination, that light now is like a liquid light. And allow that liquid light to pour down now through the crown of your head. And allow it to continue flowing down your face. And allow that beautiful light to flow down your neck, your shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to your fingertips. And allow that loving light to flow down your chest, down your stomach, all the way down your pelvic area. Allow it to flow down your legs and your knees, all the way to the tips of your toes now. And allow this beautiful light to flow down into the center of the earth. And allow the earth to give you a big hug. Feel that comfort, feel that supporting energy coming from the earth. And allow the earth to give you something now. Allow that energy from the earth to continue to flow back up now through your legs, all the way up your stomach, and then to your heart. So that the light that you're experiencing now, it's from above and from below. And imagine that that light that is meeting at your heart now, allow that light to expand outwards, almost like if it's a ball of light and it's growing. And allow it to expand beyond your body. Allow it to expand now beyond the room that you're in. And allow it to keep expanding with every breath now. Expand beyond the building that you're in. And beyond the city that you're in. Beyond your country now. And allow that light to expand and totally hug the entire planet. And feel yourself connected above, connected below, and all around you with that beautiful light. That light of love. And just allow now these words to wash over you as you're connected in that beautiful space. How is it that I am filled with radiant love and light? Just allow it to flow over you and within you. How is it that the light of the divine is guiding me in everything I do? How is it that I am a beautiful being of light? How is it that I am an illuminating presence in the world? How is it that my life reflects light and love in everything that I do? And just allow those words and that the energy of love and light to just flow through you, flow from above, flow from below, and out into the world. Knowing that you are a beacon of light and knowing that you can connect to this energy at any time. And so when you're ready, you can feel yourself coming back into your body, feeling your feet firmly planted on the earth, feeling yourself on your seat, and vibrating in this beautiful frequency of love. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
My
and
pleasure.
even we got to heal the world.
Yes, it's all inclusive.
Right, and it is
a
really, it is our intention. We create with our intention.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's very powerful what we imagine. It's that actually from Awakening's Dream, which I might read it if we have time today. What we imagine we can create.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you. So I have one too. Actually, I think one of the fastest and easiest things you can do is just the beginning part of any, really most meditations you'll hear, which is just to stop whatever you're doing and allow yourself to relax. And if you start to focus on your breath, which is actually the beginning of this meditation too, just breathing in that beautiful energy and light and releasing with the exhale, releasing anything that you don't need in this moment. You can do this for, it's interesting, just a few breaths and notice a change. Or add to that something that you're grateful. Think of something you're grateful for and that lifts your spirits. Or think of someone you love, or both. Because that can, just that simple act can change your frequency. I wanted to mention that. And then I also, one of my favorite ones that I've been doing a lot recently is, I call it a cascade of light. And it is, as Phoenix suggested in hers, just imagining that light above you, the light of the divine that is shining down on you. And for the cascade, just continuing to relax and breathe with your eyes closed. Just envision now Archangel Metatron sending down beautiful golden white light with some wondrous sparkles in it. And Metatron is here to support us actually in the metamorphosis that we're going through, and in understanding the truth of who we are as divine beings. So as that light comes over you, you might notice that your state changes, and you can invite that beautiful golden white light into every cell of your body. The cells are intelligent, and they do appreciate all of these wonderful forms of light. And as that light fills your body, then it also allows you to release more of the energies that you don't need, which can flow down through your body into, with the cascade, I imagine that the cascade of light goes down into a universal ocean that neutralizes all of the limiting things that you're sending down, and then turns it back into light for us. So when I first imagined Metatron sending that down and filling my whole body, again, touching my cells and releasing anything that I can let go of now. And then the next one I want to mention, and you can invite whoever you want to join you, but one I really love to imagine is Archangel Raziel. And if you don't know Archangel Raziel, Raziel is the magician archangel. And also he's one of the most joyful and playful. And so you can imagine Raziel now and ask Raziel to send down a rainbow of light. He's known for rainbows. And you can just allow the rainbow, it can sparkle a little bit too if you like that. And just invite that sparkling rainbow of light into your body, filling your whole body and all of your cells again with that beautiful light. And now my cells are starting to tingle, which I think is wonderful. And just feel that wonderful magic and the joy and the life. I like to follow that then with Archangel Haniel, who can send down a beautiful pink loving energy. And again, just allowing that pink loving energy to flow down over you in that wonderful cascade, surrounding you completely and filling your body, all of the cells of your body with that beautiful loving energy. And when it comes to loving energy, I also like to imagine hearts in every cell, and they seem to tingle more when I do that. So I figure it must be good. Just breathing in that love. And again, releasing anything that is not resonant with that, anything that you're ready to let go of. And for finishing, this is just an example. You can do whatever you want. I enjoy finishing with Archangel Jophiel, who sends down a beautiful red rose energy. And sometimes I like to imagine rose petals kind of just gently drifting down over me. And one of the focuses of Archangel Jophiel is recognizing the beauty in yourself and everyone. And so just allow yourself to take in that beautiful, loving, beautiful red rose energy, and take a time to recognize how beautiful you are as a spiritual being who's here for a purpose. Each of us is magnificent. And with that, again, releasing anything that is not that you're ready to let go of. Breathing it in. And also, as we complete this little short process, just grounding yourself, always wanting to ground yourself. Again, you can invite up the light from the earth too, to match the light that's coming from above, bringing you in that perfect harmony between heaven and earth. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And this one, it is, you can invite any angel in, even just one, pick one. If you have a favorite, invite, if you're feeling a little low, invite Archangel Raphael to send that beautiful emerald green healing energy. Or if you need to feel more power and strength, invite Archangel Michael to send in that beautiful emerald blue or electric blue light.
Yeah.
And another one, which is transmutive energy, the violet flame energy. Just imagine, if you want to just transmute whatever it is that's going on in your body that isn't feeling good, just ask for that violet flame energy to flow down over you, and just take whatever time you want to feel that, because that's going to transmute anything that is not of spirit in that's going on. And it is, I found it to be amazingly effective. It started one time when I was in a meditation. Actually, Saint Germain showed up and said, "Have you considered have you considered the violet flame?" And so I said, "Yes, I'll consider that."
Wow.
So we have so many of these options, and just any of them bringing down whatever light is required. And if you can't decide, if you don't know the angels and don't want to know the angels, just like I do with the morning, send down have the morning angels send down joy and morning energy for you. So, or if you want to concentrate, just ask the concentration angels to send down the right energy to bring you into your body and allow you to concentrate.
Yeah.
We have so many choices. And I see Garlene Hicks says, thanks for the reminder of the violet flame. It is really amazingly powerful. And all of these are so powerful and simple.
Very much so. They are so. I also want to say, and that was such a beautiful meditation. I was giggling kind of. I was feeling.
Yeah, I like things that are joyful.
I was feeling the tingles, which is great.
Good. Yeah.
And thank you so much for pointing me to the archangel. I can't remember its name. The rainbow.
Oh, Raziel.
Raziel, I have to.
Yeah, Raziel is wonderful.
Because I see, like, sometimes I just would open up when I'm in meditation and allow my higher self to give me the colors, which represents the energy for me. So it doesn't always come in the form of the angel, but the color would come. And the rainbow has been coming a lot. So now you're giving me context that I absolutely love. And so for persons who might not necessarily resonate with the angels, ask for the best color, because the color is usually associated with one of the beings of light. And that is one of the ways that the angels, if I'm not intentional in terms of I'm going to research this angel, or have a name, sometimes the color is going to come first. And then Jane shared that with me. So then I'm able to go research it. So sometimes ask for the best color, because the colors represent something meaningful to us. And we can feel into the color as well, which helps to also give you the best energy for you on that day.
Right. Right. We have so many choices. We're creators.
Yeah.
And we can really create in so many different ways in the moment, and make it easy to return to a more joyful flowing, if that's what you want.
Definitely.
And it is, why not have flowing with joy and ease? I think that's one of the greatest
fun. And fun. And I also wanted to add that sometimes what we can also do is, and I know Jane, you do a version of this as well, what it is that I want to bring to the day. How do I want to feel today? I want to feel joy. I want to feel light.
Miracles, like I said, miracles today.
I want to feel like there's so many miracles around. Sometimes I want play. I want to feel playful, and I want to feel the love. I want to feel connected. And so thinking about how you want to feel every day, and even saying the words, I tend to feel joyful. I feel so happy. I feel so creative. I feel so filled with love. I feel like there are miracles all around me. And using the words intentionally, you actually create the vibration of the words in your body when you say them intentionally. So I call them energy grids, actually. So I have energy grids for everything, because sometimes I can't tell you what the thing might look like, but I know how I want to feel. So I focus on the feeling of it first. And every day I get up, and as I love to do it in the shower as well. Today I feel, and I would probably say today my vibration is, I feel so energized and so full of life, and I feel so full of play and fun. And that is another way that you can lift your vibration as well.
Right. So we're coming towards the end of our time. It goes so fast. Yes. And I think I would like to close, we'll read, I want to read Awakening's Dream.
Yes, please, beautiful.
And so we can focus, again, I know Phoenix led us through a wonderful focus on imagining the world. I'd like to just do this for a moment, and then we want to send the perfect light for this week, each of us, out to our week ahead as we close. For now, let's do the dream, and you can just, if you want, close your eyes and breathe. Imagine a world where love is the guiding force, where the unique gifts that each individual brings receive honor and respect, where all are nurtured in allowing their gifts to blossom, to manifest the joy of living in each moment. Imagine a world where all of nature is also honored, so all may live in harmony, and share an increasingly vibrant and beautiful environment. What we imagine, we can create, starting in this moment. This vibrant world will come into being as each of us empowers ourselves to live the dream now and share it with others. Playing a part in the creation of this dream is the mission of Awakenings Institute. And this is something we can do now, just imagining the world, what it would be like if love was the guiding force. And for me, that is so reassuring because it shows how simple really this is. Simple doesn't mean that everybody understands it, but the more of us who are able to resonate in this way, the better, obviously. And of course, it is through our intention that we create our reality. So we can just imagine that world. And then also imagine the week ahead the way we want it. We've talked about rainbows, so you can send out rainbow light. Just send out the perfect energy to create the week that you most want to create this week. And just imagine, if the future is before you, just imagine filling it up with that beautiful light. I'm going for rainbows myself.
Yes, me too.
You can you can choose whatever is most appropriate. You know, it might be health depending on how you're feeling, but just sending the perfect energy for the week, and see yourself as you go through your days ahead, that you're sensing that. It's like, oh, I can feel that. It's here. And it is. It's waiting for each of us in the moments ahead. It feels beautiful. So that brings us close to the end here. And the time just goes, it just flies by.
That's lovely. Lovely.
Right. So I want to thank you, Phoenix, for all of your wonderful contributions. As I suggested at the beginning, Phoenix is a regular co-host, and can you tell us a little bit about how people can find out more about you if they want to?
Yes. So my website, I am Phoenix, and it is an X, 2 X's. I am Phoenix. Yes, it's double X. Phoenix, I am Phoenix Rising, and also my social media.
Is it I'm Phoenix.com?
Rising.com.
I'm Phoenix
I am
Rising.com.
PhoenixRising.com.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for that. And my Instagram page, same handle, I am Phoenix Rising. And also Facebook, I'm on Facebook, I am Phoenix Rising. And every Wednesday, I host live guided meditation where we come together using group energy to heal, to grow, and expand as light workers, as beings who feel called to serve the planet, to do the work within ourselves, and to show up powerfully to, as Jane, I absolutely love listening to that manifesto, the Awakenings Manifesto. It's so beautiful. And so every Wednesday at 6 p.m. AST on IG Live, you can join us, many beautiful beings who, at the heart of it all, it's all about love and light. So that's how you can find me.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you can also learn more about us and the circle at circleofloveandlight.org, and there are free gifts for you for coming in and joining us. And finally, to everyone who's listening, you have our greatest gratitude for being here and adding your uniquely special energy to the gathering, and obviously to the world, to creating a more loving world. If you enjoy this circle, you can also help us to get the word out. And there are a couple things you could do if you feel guided to. The first is, if you're on Facebook, you could share this video with your friends. You could also invite friends personally to join us and come back. And we always say the more the merrier, which is true. I envision that there are people, and I know people are coming in all through the week, but we're all here beyond time and space together. I know Phoenix you may not know, she's in Trinidad and Tobago. That's how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Yeah, Tobago.
Caribbean.
Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm in California, so we're quite a ways away. And wherever you are, we still are all one here. So I want to acknowledge that and let you know that whenever you can come, whenever you want to come and listen to our weekly gathering, that it's valuable. It doesn't matter if it's right on time or not. It's on your time and you're still part of it, and we appreciate it. So we hope, obviously, that you can join us next week when we'll take this further into the realms of pure potential, love, and light. And have a wonderful week.
Have a wonderful week.
Bye, everybody. And thank you, Kevin. Kevin Fortune said, what a wonderful show. So thank you. Thank you all.